Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Crochet by Kels. Today we're going to learn how to do a single crochet. So I have my 5mm hook with me and just some acrylic worsted weight yarn, size 4. So we're just going to get started with a slip knot just to get the yarn onto the hook. If you don't know how to do this, you can check out some of my other videos. I do show you how to do a slip knot. Then we're just going to chain a couple here to get started. If you're not sure how to chain, I do have a video of that up as well. Alright, so now we chain. We're going to count our chains here. I've got, starting from the left here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I just happened to do 11. I'm just getting a bit of a foundation going here so we can learn how to do a single crochet. So with the single crochet, usually your pattern will say in the stitch next to the hook, or in the next stitch from the hook, do a single crochet. So the stitch against the hook, that's the one that's on here. So in the next stitch, as you can see, this one is, the yarn's moving through that last hook. So this is the stitch. So we're going to work into this one. So if you don't know how to work into your stitches, I did share in a previous video, look for a V shape. That is a stitch. You're going to work into the top of it. Right in there. Your next stitch would be this V shape, and you're going to work into the top, into there. Then your next one would be that V, again working into the top, into there. So it's like a braid, and you're always going to have the two strands on the bottom, and then you're going to work into this top. So we're going to do a single crochet. So to start, we're going to insert our hook into the stitch that we want to work into. Get the camera to focus a bit better for you. So we're going to work into the next stitch. So you can see my top is right here for this stitch. For this one, it's right there. For this one, it's right there. So let's get back to the first one. We're going to insert our hook, yarn over, which is pulling up. So you're going to wrap, the yarn's coming over your hook and pull through, and you'll have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over again. Remember to pinch your work with your middle finger and thumb just to help keep it secure, and pull through both loops. Don't forget to rotate your hook as well. We learned that in the other video. You just did your first single crochet. You'll be back to the 1 loop on the hook. You can see it's kind of pulling on this loop, and that is okay. We're just going to keep working. So this is your second one right here. So we're going to insert our hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through. Just try to get that nice for you to see. 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through both. And that's your second single crochet. Just gonna get some more yarn out of my skein here. We'll work into the next one, which is right here. Insert, yarn over and pull through. So you should have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through both loops. So if you need to pause this video, you can. Practice makes key. I'm just gonna do a couple so that you can see what it starts to look like when you build single crochets along a chain. I'm going to work to the end of my chain for you because I'll show you the next step. Alright, so this is my last stitch. Just going to do a single crochet like I normally would. And now you can see what it looks like when we've worked our first row of single crochets. So what we usually do when we get to the end of our row is we chain 1. So just like you would normally when you do a chain, you're just going to yarn over and pull through. You're just adding that height. Then you turn your work, so we actually flip our work right over. So we're always working from right to left. When we get to the end, we chain up and we rotate our work. So we're back from working right to left. And then if we wanted to, depending what your pattern calls for, but we're just doing single crochet in this video, we would single crochet back along. We would find our first stitch. It's pretty easy to see. If you look at the top of your single crochet rows, you'll see just gonna take that out for a sec. You'll see all the V's. Do you kind of see how they form little V's across the top? So these are your stitches, and when you insert your hook into the next stitch, you're actually working underneath both of these loops. Just gonna put that back in there. So for me, I know that this is a stitch right here. This is one, this is one, this is one. But if you're having trouble seeing, rotate your work so you can see the top of your work and look for those V's. So when I insert my hook, I know I'm going right underneath both strands. And then you're just repeating. You're yarning over and pulling up a loop so that you have 2 loops on your hook, and then you're yarning over and pulling through both. So I know this is my second stitch right here, but if you're having trouble seeing it, again, tilt your work up and look for the 2 strands, the sideway V. And then we're just going to pull up a loop. And then when you get to the end, again, pause this video if you need to practice. I'm like pulling my yarn. Pause the video if you want to stop and practice or slow something down. So when we get to the very end, whoops, bumping my camera. This is my last stitch in here, which is sometimes a funny one to work into. So I'm at the end of my row, and we just did 2 rows of single crochet. So we would chain 1 at the end to give it the height, and then we turn our work. And we would keep going. If you don't chain 1 at the end, what will happen is as you start building up your square, for example, or a rectangle or a scarf, whatever maybe you're making, if you don't chain 1 at the end, you'll start to notice that your rows start getting narrower and narrower and narrower, and your stitches will be less and less and less, and it will not be a straight edge. So don't forget to chain at the end of each row. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you need to check out any other stitches or basics, check out some of my other videos. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.